Dear Black Republicans, they don't like you. Oh my goodness. So let me just say, I know my way around a Republican plantation, okay? I've been on the Republican plantation. All right, if y'all know where the bathroom, wanted to know where the bathroom was, I'll be able to tell you. Straight down the hall, make a right to the left, little bell right there. So you can, you got it. When I say that these people hate us, when I say that they despise Black Americans, I genuinely mean that. And I'm not talking about like, hey, you don't like this type of cereal or you prefer Cinnamon Toast Crunch over Honey Nut Cheerios. No, I'm talking about disgust. I'm talking about a certain envy that permeates many of these organizations, their events, where at the moment in time where you actually are an independent thinker and you know history. Now listen to me, not the whitewashed, watered down history that they try to feed you, but you know actual history. They will flip on you, okay? Will flip. And it's really a peculiar thing to see, because you could be talking about one thing and then once you correct them on whether it was reparations, whether it's slavery, they will just like that, and they will see you as an enemy. Because what they want many Black Americans to be is ignorant of the history of this country. And what they do, they find pride and they take refuge in your ignorance and they attempt to weaponize it for their political gain. That is not to say that there are a few, good white Republicans or whatnot, but here's the thing. It's the same thing when it comes to the police, okay? You can't have 3 good apples on a team of 400 bad apples, because now those 3 good apples are powerless. When it comes to Republicans, white Republican Party, you can't have 3 good Republicans who are like, hey, Black people, Black Americans are descendants of slaves, they deserve reparations, if their voices are being drowned out by the vast majority of people who are anti-Black racists. You just can't have that. It's not going to be impactful. So when I talk about the racist right, when I talk about racist white Republicans, I'm talking about the vast majority. I'm not talking about the 3 or 4 who are like, hey, I'm fighting with y'all. I'm John Brown of modern time. I'm not talking about them, because they have no influence of the party. They have no clout of the party. And you have to think about that. I say that to say this when it comes to these 2 Black Republican women, or, MAGA women or whatever. And it's really painful, the discourse that happens, because you have these 2 Black women who come into this space and they think that, hey, we're all friends. We're all buddy. Hey, we all support Trump. We're all MAGA people. We're all conservatives, Republicans. And she comes into this space and the white guy is like, who is we?
I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
we're just introducing ourselves. The MAGA people got to stick together. It's one country, one flag. So that's
No. Don't talk about MAGA people, but
the
that
American
was a
people.
she
The
do.
American people. But
Hold on.
I kid you not, the white dude is like, who is we? Like, there is no we. And what happened was that apparently these 2 Black women, or these 2 Black women, were brought in by another white guy, another MAGA white guy. And the host of the space told the white guy, like, hey, don't bring these people in my space. Bro, I kid you not. I couldn't believe it when I heard it.
Hashtag
Black Chicago for Trump.
Miss
That's
Trump.
what it says. Hashtag Black
Yeah.
Chicago for Trump.
So who's Tropic? Do you know Tropic? Yeah.
I'm new to this whole Twitter space.
What brought you into
I told
space?
you I saw my friend was in here and it showed up at the top of my
And so
screen.
who's your
Miss
friend? Who's
Trevian.
your
Miss
friend?
Trevian.
Okay. So Miss Tredian, what brought her in
You
here?
gotta ask her.
You?
Mr. Tropic sent me a DM and said that he was going to be in a space.
Mr. Tropic, I say next time, don't ever fucking bring these people in here.
Oh.
I don't want to talk to them ever
You don't have to
again.
talk to me.
Wow.
I have a
I
national
don't.
radio show. I don't have to be in here with you.
He said, hey, don't bring these people in my space. And the white guy's like, oh, well, come on now. He's like, don't bring these people in my space. As simple as that. And the 2 Black women, they got the reality check. Because, one of them is talking about, well, I got a national radio show. I don't need to be on here. I don't need to be on here. Bruh, I kid you not. I looked up her name, and the next thing you know, her Twitter account, gone. She had changed her name. Now imagine, instead of changing your political views, you go and change your name and still hold the same ignorant views that you do, right? You got so embarrassed that you had to change your Twitter handle, boo. You had to change your Twitter handle. And she's still talking about, hey, Chicagoans for Trump, Chicagoans for Trump. Okay, I have been greatly matured politically, all right? Especially where I started from where I am now. I'm a new man. Listen, I haven't heard anything that Trump has said to the Black Americans. I haven't heard anything. So when you hear many of these Black people talking about, oh, I'm voting for Trump, I'm voting for Trump. What has Trump offered you? Nothing. I haven't heard anything. I haven't heard him talking about any platinum plan. I haven't heard him even address the Black community. And the reason why is because he has to placate to his audience, the Republican Party. And the Republican Party is comprised of mainly racist white people. Unfortunately, that's what it is. When you're telling white people in this country that, hey, they're under attack, okay? They're trying to replace you. Diversity, that's what they're doing. DEI, CRT, all of these things to try and garner fear from a very, low IQ base. I think that's disgusting. I think that's evil. But at the same time, if that's the people that you're trying to get the vote from, well, you have to tell them what they want to hear. You have to tell them, hey, they're under attack. It's okay to be white, All lives matter, white lives matter. You have to tell them these things. And if you're telling them these things, well, then that's going to contradict and contrast with anything that would benefit Black Americans, unfortunately. Unfortunately, okay? So you have to look at this from a strategical perspective. And what makes this even worse is that one of the Black women, and I don't know where she's from, she can't be FBA. Because when it comes to Sambos within this country who are FBA, I would like to believe, pray, that there are few and far between due to knowing what we have gone through as a people, our relationship with this country. And she goes and defends the white guy who brought her in and didn't defend them while they were in the space. I want you to think about that. The white dude who brought them in the space, when someone else says, hey, I try to warn y'all about going around those folks. And what he's referring to, what this Twitter person is referring to is, the racists, the MAGA people. Not all of them, but the racist Republicans. And the white guy who brought these two Black women into this space talks about, hey, that's ignorant. That's actually racist, okay? Now, upon him saying that, guess who defends him? The Black woman who was just told to get out of the space. The Black woman would say, hey, don't bring them in here, referring to her. She then goes and defends this white guy and says, hey, they say that there isn't reverse racism, lol. And it just goes to show that, hey, not everyone can be saved. Not everyone wants to get off the plantation. Some of these people, some of these women and men are mentally broken. They're mentally broken because they have succumbed to this adulation, because they programmed them to be desiring the praise of the white Republican or of the white man or of the white woman. That's what they have conditioned them to do. And they're nothing more than seals. And it's so disgusting to see this because it's heartbreaking. It's like you don't have to, debase yourself. You don't have to debase yourself in order to feel wanted, in order to feel loved, in order to feel empowered. Instead of trying to cower and kowtow to a bunch of racists, why not make something of yourself? Why not build with your group? Why not use what you have been, employing with them and use it with your group so you don't have to succumb to such, belittling measures? But unfortunately, that's the politics in this country. That's the politics in America right now, where you have a whole bunch of racist white people who feel that, hey, I'm being attacked. They're trying to replace me. Hey, DEI, CRT, hey, immigration, all these other things. You know, and they constantly will use black people as a pawn, as a tool for their political agenda. And then when you ask them, hey, what about my political agenda? Well, they may simply erase you. What do they say? What do you mean your political agenda? We're all Americans. But what they mean by Americans is they mean white America. When they say America has a problem, they mean white America. And that's a hypocrisy that led me to say deuces. Like, I'm not listening to, to your problems all day. When we as a collective have problems, but when I say, hey, black Americans, we need this has happened, you dismiss it. You just call us lazy and say, get over it. But when y'all have problems, it's a pandemic, okay? It's an issue. We all have to address this. And that right there makes up, it's emblematic of the Republican Party. Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think. Whether or not you believe, look, Lucas, you have to understand, they're the real racists, okay? They did the KKK, all right? They did the Biden crime bill. You have to understand, they're the real racists. Or if you have to believe, listen, it's like Malcolm X said, the wolf and the fox. That's really what it is. All I'm saying is strategically, from a political perspective, we got to leverage. Who can we leverage with what? That's at the end of the day. How can we leverage our weight to get what we want and need in this country? What do we have to do? Which party, which vessel can we go through? And there seems to be a very, very present and monstrous blockade when it comes to one party. Or another party, this is more so due to our inaction and our lack of a demand, okay? We, as far as unify behind a demand and we push, all right, we cause some pressure like other groups have done for them, as we can see with the immigration, very much something will give. Nevertheless, if you happen to disagree with this video, well, you're more than welcome to call during Disagreement Day, which is typically held Friday through Sunday. There'll be a number on screen. You call in, we duke it out. Either or, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please feel free to like, share, comment. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know which plantation can we leverage, the Republican or the Democrat. Share and just subscribe and all that fun stuff. Till next time, guys, be amazing. Bruh, I kid you not.